In this video, I'm going to be sharing my top performing print-on-demand fonts that have consistently brought in tens of thousands of dollars each month. And by sharing this valuable info, you'll know the exact fonts that are in demand with buyers. And with this knowledge, you'll be better equipped to turn views into sales of your product, making decent money on various print-on-demand platforms. And through my experience in print-on-demand, guys, I found that simple designs tend to do well. Selecting the right fonts and colors is crucial for making your product stand out and convert into sales. And these choices play a big role in the first impression buyers have of your product. So it's important to carefully consider the font and color choices during the product creation process. Now, many people tend to overthink their designs using too many fonts and colors, which can make a design look good on screen, but not translate well to a t-shirt. But don't worry, I'll be sharing some fonts with you that will save you time and help you create designs that sell well. So if you're ready to learn about these high-performing fonts and take your print-on-demand business to the next level, keep on watching and let's get started. And for those of you who are just starting out, trying to make money online and trying to get into the print-on-demand business, you can download the ultimate guide to print-on-demand success, $10K a month formula for free. This PDF resource will help you learn how you can set up your print-on-demand business and scale it to $10,000 a month with ease. I'll leave you a link down below in the description. Now, I'm using Merch Dominator bestsellers so I can see the best-selling designs in Merch by Amazon and print-on-demand in general, since Merch by Amazon or Amazon is literally the best and the biggest print-on-demand platform out there. And Merch by Amazon being a subsidiary of Amazon, which is the biggest e-commerce platform in the world, it makes sense to make that statement. So looking at this design right here, the BSR is 2,191 right now, and it makes an insane amount of sales, 6,846 sales per month. Imagine how much money they're making, guys, every single month. And look what a simple text-based design. Obviously, you can add a graphic which you can get from Creative Fabrica. I'll leave you a link down below in the description. They've got so many amazing graphic elements, fonts and whatnot. But for this video, we're going to concentrate on the font. What is this font, you may ask yourself? It's very, very simple. I'm going to show you the actual font and also the name of the font, and I'll make a simple design showing replicating this design. Obviously not with the chicken, but just the text elements. Now, this font is called Prequel. You can actually search for it on Google. You can get it from various different places. I don't want to recommend any place in particular because I'm not affiliated with any of them. I just want to show you what the name of the font, and then you can find it from wherever you want. But as you can see, it's the exact same font and it is very, very popular. You can use it for quotes. You can use it for political quotes, pretty much any quotes for adults, sarcastic quotes and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of vintagey, distressed looking. They also have a clean version. So there's Prequel Clean and Prequel Regular. This is the regular one. The clean looks like this without any distress. Now let's go to the next font. Which font is it going to be? Now, which font is this one, guys? This font is one of the most popular fonts out there for quotes, sarcastic quotes, whatever quotes. If you're going to do a text-based t-shirt design, one of the most popular fonts that you can find is this font right here. But what is the name? I'm going to show you the name. I went ahead and hit the show, you know. Obviously, we like to keep the channel respectful, etc. But the font is called Veneer, right? As you guys can see, it's the exact same font, and you can see in multiple quotes that are doing really well. And Veneer has different types of fonts. You've got Veneer 1, Veneer 2, Veneer 3. This is the 3. Let me just go into it so you guys can see. This is Veneer 3. Let me just type Veneer and we'll see what the different variations are. So you have Veneer Italic, you have the normal Veneer, which is the one with less distress. You even have the clean versions, and you have italic versions, and you even have the extras. Extras are pretty good as well. But yeah, that's this font. Really, really good. You can find it from the internet. Just look for the name. The main important thing is the name of the font. As long as you've got the name of the font, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Right, you guys want to know what these fonts are? I'll show you. These fonts are a staple in my toolkit. I love to use these for quotes, especially like political ones, you know, the more serious ones, that kind of thing, especially when it involves army, military, because this font type is called stencil font, right? And it's usually used in more serious, dramatic, army, veteran, political, patriotic types of designs. And this one you can use for pretty much anything. You can even use it for kids as a playful font. I thought, what a weird combination, but it does work, clearly. The BSR is 5,312. It sells like crazy. 3,939 designs per month. That's insane. And this font is called Long Beach, guys. As you guys can see, it's the exact same font. Now, this is a really, really decent font, and I'm going to give you the name of the font as well. And it's called D-Day Stencil SC, just like that. And the next one is this one right here. Again, it sold a crazy amount of sales, 3,941. That's how many sales it makes per month. BSR 5,310. I'm literally showing you the best-selling designs and the fonts of those designs so that you guys can get the fonts and use them, because you know that they are popular amongst buyers. And this design is usually very good for anime or anything to do with Japanese stuff, because it's very Japanese looking font. And that font is called Gang of Three. As you guys can see, it's the exact same font. Now, the next font is this one right here. Pretty well known. If you don't know it, I don't know what you've been doing, but it's really, really well known. People use it for memes, for anything that they want to make really bold. And in this case, it does work really well, especially if you want to put like a texture on the font or like a photo behind the font. Put the letters very close together and you can see the picture from inside the font, etc., or the texture or whatever. But it works really well for quotes. This font is very good if you want to make a statement, and it's called Impact. As you guys can see, it's the exact same font. So even though they've used a graphic element, in this case a fish, and maybe what's that, is that a hook or something like that, it still shows really well. So you really need a big font like Impact if you're going to use a graphic element like that in that particular way. So you have to know how to use the graphic elements with the fonts, and most importantly, select the right font for that graphic element. And I think in this case it does work really well, because you can still see the actual text, and that's what's most important in any design. The text has to be legible and it has to be very clear to the naked eye, especially in low resolution, because people are scrolling through their mobile. They need to be able to see, right? Right, the next font is this one right here. Obviously, we're not talking about the design itself, we're talking about the font. Clearly, this is copyright, right? But I'm talking about the actual font, which font they have used, okay? Again, BSR 4,489, selling 4,435 per month. That is literally insane. And that's not in terms of dollars. This is units, right? So time that by that. 4,435 times 16.99. That's how much this design is generating in revenue. And this is a very low estimate, by the way. It could be selling a lot more than that. This is just an estimate. Again, this is very, very popular for quotes. This is Bieber's New. I don't know if you would pronounce it as new or no or whatever. But yeah, this is the name of the fonts. As you can see, it looks exactly the same. And then obviously you put whatever graphic you want to put there. By the way, guys, if you're interested in Merch Dominator, it's 50% off at the moment. So you can get it for life at a discounted price. Just enter 50 off like this, copy it and paste it. Make sure it's capital letters, click on apply, and the price changes from $49 to $24.50. And the best deal is the annual deal. So when you toggle this on to annual, you get 2 months free on top. So it becomes $245 per year instead of $490 or instead of $588. So you get it for about $20 per month. So it is the best deal possible. And then click on register and follow the steps. So the next font I'm going to show you guys is this one right here. This quote has gone viral and many other derivatives from this quote. And it only works purely because of this font right here. And this is the font in question. It's called Cooper, right? As you guys can see, it looks exactly the same. It sold 3,267 units as an estimate, of course. BSR 6,437. At some point, it was sub 1,000 or around about that. It was doing really, really well. We can actually check. Let me just click on more detail so we can get the history of BSR. As you guys can see, it was at some points, it was probably a different design, but this design is at its lowest BSR. And this design, guys, is really, really good for quotes, especially quotes that say, I love something, right? That is the font you want to use. Now, the next font I'm going to talk about is this one right here, Mechanic. It's really good for military stuff, army stuff, patriotic stuff, anything that is serious or dramatic, that kind of thing. And it's called Capture It. It's already distressed, so you don't need to distress it. And that's one thing I really like about this font. This design right here, as you guys can see, has estimated sales of 2,435 per month and selling at $19.99. This is selling like crazy. The royalties from this t-shirt alone is about $4.89. Times that by 2,435. That is a $10,000 per month t-shirt, guys. I'm telling you, minimum, because this is on the lower end estimation wise. I'm pretty sure that it sells more than that. And the next font is this one right here, which is one of my favorites. I have many designs where I use this font and they sold like crazy, guys. I'm telling you. And it took me literally hours to find this font before I started using it. And I'm giving you that for free, literally. And it's called Dogjaw Pro. As you guys can see, it's the exact same. And you know what? When you do it in capital letters, it changes. So you can play around with it. It's got different variations based on whether you're using it as capital letter or a small letter. Let me give you an example. If I was to do A in capital letters and A in small letters, this is in small letters, this is in capital letters. B in small letters, B in capital letters. Can you see there's a bit of difference in terms of typing? D in capital letters, D in small letters. You see what I mean? So you can create some decent variations with it. And if you guys need a Merch by Amazon account or you know someone who needs one, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description. You'll get it within 24 hours of purchase. I'll also leave you below a crash course for Merch by Amazon along with 200 plus profitable print on demand niches, a link to check out my full Ultimate Merch by Amazon course that's helped hundreds of people crush Merch by Amazon. And if you guys don't have time to do niche research, I'm going to leave you a link for my niche research service. I hope you found this video useful. Watch this video next if you'd like to learn how to make $100 a day with print on demand. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.